fresh fun and ritzy property.
Hi, and welcome to episode number 32 on the Kindred server. As you can see, I'm here at the Garden Farms normal, and I've been pretty busy. So if we just flick through into the normal view, make sure I don't fall off. Okay, I'll just carefully jump on here so you see what work I've been doing. So as you see, I've just zoom in. I've done a glass wall, sort of going up 5 or so blocks, and then stuck a roof on the top. And now also putting these circles in here as well, around there and around there, which are then going to have domes on top of them. And as you can see, this one's in the process of actually being completed at the moment, and this one over here I haven't yet started, which is why it's completely uncovered. Okay, so what we'll do is just quickly pop back into here. Oh. And there we go. I've also at the bottom here replaced the ladders with ivy. And the reason for that is because a couple of people, when there was ladders here, they managed to just touch the ladder instead of hitting the actual hitbox of the ladder. They actually hit the ladder itself, and by doing that you would then take full damage. Whereas Ivy's got no hitbox, and so you always land and it's always safe. Okay, another thing you'll notice is the beams from the beacons have all gone from here, and that's because you probably noticed them outside there. If you can't quite see from here. There you go, you can just see there. I've got beams now at each one of the corners, the 4 corners. So now I get a much wider spread of the beacon effects. Okay, yeah. So if I just pop outside, up we go. Jumping on up here, a little jump boost coming in handy. Okay, so here we go with the walls, and as you can see, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of glass, and then the border, top and bottom. Originally, when I put the roof in, I had the roof at this height here, where the dark prismarine is. I just extended out from the dark prismarine, and of course, then when I looked at it, I realised that it didn't match top and bottom, and good old Minecraft OCD kicked in, and so I then had to rip out the whole of this top section here. So probably, I don't know, 3, maybe 400 blocks all had to be ripped out, moved up 1 layer, which didn't go down too well, but hey ho, the joys of Minecraft. And yes, I've got another circle here going all the way around the inside there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a glass dome on the top of that just to give it a nice area here. Okay, so as we come on over this way, we'll come all the way around. So this one, as you see here, hasn't been covered over yet. Oh, hello Mr. Creeper. And that's one of the dangers, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to put the ceiling on. So I've got more light sources up the top there, and that's to stop these guys from spawning into this blue. Try again. Third time lucky. Yay! Right. So this is the one side that I'm actually working on at the moment. Okay, where's the speed boost? I'm looking. Oh, there, now it's kicked in. You see, just a little bit more work to do just to fill in these sections, and then this side will be done. As you can see, these beacons here have only got 3 beacon beams in. 3 of them got 3, and the one over here in the corner's got 4. And the reason for that is because I actually ran out of beacons. Killer Princess has renovated the Wither farm. We're going to go and have a look at that in a minute. And in the process of regenerating it, she actually managed to collect 30 Wither skulls, which was rather generously donated to me. So whilst I was in the process of killing off some of the withers, unfortunately one of the withers escaped from the wither chamber the killing chamber that we got for the withers, and he blew me up, killed me, and also took a couple of the skulls away. So I actually missed out on a couple of the beacons, which is a bit of the nether stars and the following beacons, which is a bit of a pain. So I've now got to go and kill some more off. What we'll do actually is I'll head on over to the Wither Farm. Yeah, head on over to the Wither Farm and show you what that looks like. Okay, back in a second. Okay, well here we are at the Wither killing area. You see it's not much different to how it was last time. This all looks pretty much the same. The only thing that's different is, oh, hello, a couple of little doggies down here. And if we look up, that all looks a lot different. Okay, now if we head on up here, I'm not using the elevator because the elevator's actually been turned off. If we just head up here without trying to give away too much, there we go. Okay, so this was one of the viewing areas. Oh, oops, that's another giveaway. You don't want to see that. More noise. Okay, here we go. So this was one of the killing areas. And as you see, it's a little bit different now. It's all been slabbed off. And there's no spawning or anything going on around here. And yeah, basically the whole area everywhere has all been slabbed off to make sure there's no spawning spaces. And the only spawning spaces are inside here. And as you can see, got these sweeper arms going along, knocking off any mobs that spawn. There they go. Knocking them down into this section here. Sweeper arms don't appear to be doing too much sweeping. Anyway, so knocking the sweeper arms are knocking the mobs, and then fall all the way down onto this platform here, which is where the underneath this is where the entrance is. Another doggy. And the reason for the dogs is so that what you can do is you can actually lead the dogs up into here, and they then run backwards and forwards down here, killing the withers for you, so it's completely AFKable. Or you can just come along here with your trusty looting 3-sword, bash a few of the wither skeletons, and hopefully trundle all the way down to the end here. Yeah. Okay, we don't get any wither heads, but wither skulls. But that's the general idea. So you see, very effective little system. Now one of the other things, if we look outside, you'll notice that quite a lot of the surrounding area has all been taken away, and anything that isn't taken away, like over there, has all been slabbed over, half slabbed, so it tries to minimise the number of spawning spaces. So the only spawning space within a 100 or 200 block radius will be within this area here, and hopefully that'll concentrate all of the spawns into this area. Now, oh, here come some blaze. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be running at full speed for some reason at the moment. Maybe some problem with the pistons or the sweeper arms. Yeah, the sweeper arms got stuck again. So maybe a little bit of a problem with the system here, but I'm sure we'll be able to get it fixed. Okay, I'll just turn that off. Kill you guys. There we go. Get a little bit of XP from them. Yeah, it looks like something's going wrong with the system. Not quite working the way it should. Oh, when KP logs on later on today, I'll get to have a look at that and hopefully get it fixed, and we'll be away again. Okay, catch you again in a minute. Okay, welcome back, and I've made quite a few changes. So if we just quickly hop out of here, I'll show you those. Up. Right, so go around to the front here. Okay, so this isn't the normal one that I used as the first one, and as you see, it's now got a nice glass dome to it. All of them have got glass domes, as you can see. So they're all done. And if I just very, very carefully edge forward, even directly below us also has a glass dome on it. So I'll go show you that in a minute. One thing I did want to show is the fact that you'll notice this circle here is a bit different to this one here. And that's the reason, because when I was making these internal circles here, I realised that they weren't actually proper circles, and the images that I was using as diagrams for building the circles was a little bit out. I found a website that actually does mapping of making spheres in Minecraft, and I'll leave a link to that in the description at the bottom. But as you can see, it makes much better looking spheres now, or circles, and then obviously the spheres on top of that. But because of that, it does mean that I've had to now go around and actually recreate all of these main sections at the bottom here as well. So as you can see, that one's been redone, and it looks much better now, much more like a circle compared to that one, which again has got that sort of almost like sharp angles as it goes around. It doesn't really look much like a circle. Whereas this one here has got a nice smooth curve all the way around it. As you can see, it's quite a bit wider. If we just Zoom in. There we go. See, it's a few blocks wider, and that's all most of the way around. Same with these inner circles here. They've also changed as well. And as you can see, it merges nicely in with the next one around there. And again, there's that break. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just drop down. So into there and drop. Try again. Into there and drop. There we go. You'll notice I've only got 7 XP levels, and that's because last time I dropped down here I actually missed the vines and splatted to my death, which wasn't very happy with that. Got a little exit out here to get out onto this level. Okay, so as you see, this is the old version. Oh yeah, by the way, update to the texture pack that I'm using. I've now got nice looking suns and moons. Much better looking. Actually got a proper circle to it now. Anyway, as you see, this is the old version of the slope, the glass slope, and as you can see, it's quite a steep angle to it. Oh, sorry, quite a shallow angle to it. And these centre sections are very straight, whereas over here is the new version. Much steeper angle, which does mean, yeah, it doesn't, although it's not quite as sort of futuristic looking as that one over there, it does mean it gives you a much bigger viewing area, and also each one of the floors are now much bigger as well because they're not being cut away so much. And also the actual platform, as you can see here, has got quite a nice pattern to it, which does make it overall look a lot better. In the actual main circle areas over here, as you can see, much better sort of look to it now that it's got all this proper sort of circle effect on it, including these nice areas here with the archways, looking much better. Sorry if you can hear that noise in the background. We've got a couple of new guinea pig pup babies, and they're just charging around their cage at the moment. Typical timing. I think there's a mob just dying up there. Yeah, it does. Oh, it's a zombie cooking. And again over here, this one's also just recently been done. Now, if we compare that, this one, oh, just kill this guy off. If we compare that to this one over here, which hasn't been touched, as you can see, it's got the further sweeping back angles here, but inside here it doesn't really look anywhere near as nice. I don't really like these looks, especially these corners here. I didn't make a very good job of these. It looks much better with the new version. Okay, yes, they're the main updates. On the actual farm itself, I was speaking to KP about improving it and increasing the size of it, and we realised that even with the existing storage system that I've got, sometimes it can be overloaded by the farm, with the farm being so effective. So what we've decided to do is we've decided to actually increase the size of the actual Guardian Monument by basically raising this level down here up 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, so up to this dirt marker along here. So raise that level up, effectively raising everything else up the same amount all the way up. And the reason we're doing that is what it will do by lifting it up that sort of height, it gives a lot more room underneath for putting in a proper sorting system with overflow protection and things like that inside it, and also extra 4 blocks of height underneath here, which is where the actual farm is. The actual spawning pads are inside here, so it gives an extra 4 levels of height, 4 extra heights of water, so that should increase the amount of spawning pads available for the Guardians to spawn in. And also what I'm going to do is I'm also going to extend them sideways as well, so they actually come out a little bit further out this way, and so hopefully overall probably increase the amount of spawning area by probably about 4 times, which should make a big difference to the level of spawns that I'm getting. Not that they're too slow or anything at the moment, but bigger's always better, as the saying goes, and it'd be nice to have that extra flexibility. Okay, so my next job is just to continue doing what I'm doing here, just getting these things finished. As I say, I have actually found a website which gives all the details of how to create these proper looking spheres, and if you actually haven't really seen one of the spheres, here we go. This is what one of the spheres looks like from outside. You see, they look really, really nice. I did try to make one using the other system, but it just didn't look right at all. This looks much, much better. And yeah, looks like a proper Squircle. So I'm quite happy with it. I did notice whilst I was building these that the lighting levels did drop just in these ends here, so hence the reason why I put in these 2 sea lanterns on each straight section, just to give it a bit more lighting up here. Seems to work well. and this is the main larger circle, which, as you can see, took quite a while and quite a bit of sand. Just come on over here. You're going to see the area that I've hacked away at to get all the sand I've needed. Stop. No. There you go. So all this area here all used to be covered in sand at various different depths, and that's all now gone. And also over here, there's quite a bit of sand taken out from over there. And also down here, there used to be a sand sort of burr sticking out there that used to be a walkway across. That's all gone. Basically, I've just stripped out any sand that I've seen. I've just gone along and just stripped out. There's quite a section over there that I can still remove, but I've been focusing my efforts on this sort of undersea mountain here. The light coloured under there isn't sand, that's sandstone, so I've left that behind because I've got quite a bit of sandstone. It's got about a double chest full already. Don't really want any more, so I've just left that behind. I'm not bothered to take that out, but there's quite a bit of sand underneath there, and as you can see, quite a bit of gravel. Also got quite a bit of clay out of it as well, which is quite handy. Okay, well, I'll get on with the rest of the reworking of this, and come back in a minute. Okay, see you soon. Okay, finally it's done. All circles all completed, so they're all now exactly the same, all with the new pattern, all looking much better. That was a long job, and my eyes hurt. Right, let's get down into there. Let's climb up to the top. All up to the top and bounce them out. There we go. So they now all look the same. Look really good. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm now going to have a bit of a break away from this Guardian farm. I've been over here for quite a while now, and my eyes are beginning to turn green, looking at the green all the time. And I've certainly getting a bit fed up looking at Squircles. I know they say that if you spend too long looking at TVs, your eyes go square. Well, I think my eyes have definitely turned Squircle because the amount of time I've been looking at these has done my head in. So I'm going to have a bit of a break away from these for a while, and I'm going to actually start working over by KP's base. So I haven't finished off the what's it called, horse stables at KP's base. So I'm going to go over there and do that. And I also haven't. I'm going to build up like a mansion or something like that over at KP's base, but that's going to be for next time. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like. If you don't already, please subscribe, and I shall see you again soon. Bye bye.